everyone, it's us, Heather and Jenny, meant to be mommies.
Hi.
We're a couple days late on our 8-week pregnancy vlog, but today I am 8 weeks and 2 days. So Sunday I was 8 weeks.
Yes.
I'm not going to talk about anything that I've experienced in the last couple days. So, all right, let's get to it. I made a list so I wouldn't forget anything. All right, so I've definitely still been nauseous, but it's felt like a milder nausea. It's not like the same. Like before, I was feeling like I was gonna gag, like everything made me want to gag, but now I just feel nauseous sick. It's kind of horrible, but I don't, whatever, I don't care.
She wanted to be sick. So.
Yeah, I have heartburn. Usually if I lay down after eating or something like that, or if I have too much in my tummy. I don't know.
Yeah, she has been getting pretty bad heartburn.
Yeah, and then this is gonna sound a little bit like TMI, but I've had some yellow CM, cervical mucus. Yeah, it's been kind of excessive. I was like kind of a little worried about it at first. I was like, why do I have so much mucus? Am I losing my mucus plug already? I'm gonna have a baby too early. But yeah, no, it's normal. I guess it's just from pretty much the buildup of the mucus plug, and just your body is making a ton of mucus. I don't know. Okay, so I've been really hungry sometimes, and so when I get really hungry, I find out something that I want to eat, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need that food, and then I eat it, and
it's the best thing ever at that time.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life, and like, then a half an hour to an hour later, I'm like, ugh. I don't feel good.
Then she goes to eat it the next day because it was so good, and then it just sucks, and she's like, I'm not eating that ever again.
I'm like, no, that's gross. I don't want it.
Like, that was my favorite salad.
Yeah.
I'm never eating it again.
Yeah, my favorite salad. I don't like it anymore. And I didn't even, like, gorge myself on that. I haven't really... The only thing I feel like I've gorged myself on in the last week was when we went to Chipotle and I got a burrito, and... God, that thing was ginormous.
They put so much guacamole on it, which is great because they charge you $2 extra for it. But, oh my god, the amount of guacamole in that.
But it was so good. It was actually, I don't think that I would mind eating that again. It was really good. I got it with the sofritas. The tofu was delicious.
Luckily, there's a Chipotle not that far from us.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so I've had really bad breath. It's so gross, you guys. Even after I brush my teeth. Even after I brush my teeth, like within a few minutes, I feel like my mouth tastes bad. I've had a lot of saliva buildup, just like in my mouth, like all the time. It's so gross. It doesn't help with my nausea. And in fact, it makes water taste bad to me. That's so gross, right?
We got one of those water infuser pitchers so she can start putting fruit in there, see if that helps with the taste.
Yeah, fruit and ginger. I haven't tried it yet. We literally just bought it today. I just bought it. What'd you say?
I said I just bought it because I'm a good wife.
Yes, you are a good wife, boo. Okay, so it's better now, but last week my nipples were like super sore and red. Like, well, not like red, but like
pinkish.
Pink and like hot. And it wasn't just the nipple. It was like swollen / red and hot, like around the nipple, but not my whole areola. It was so weird, but it's starting to feel better now. So, gas and bloating, right, boo?
Mm-hmm.
And then
more so than usual.
Yeah. And then, the most TMI of all of them is I've been having a lot of sleep-gasms. So I don't know. That's my term for it. Basically, I've been having orgasms in my sleep. And they come on in weird things. Like one of them, I was dreaming about peeing. Like I was seriously on the toilet peeing in my dream, and I just started having an orgasm. And so I know that, like, even when I'm not pregnant, if I have to pee, I am more likely to have an orgasm in my dream. But usually I'm doing something sexy at least.
Yeah, what she's been telling me about in her dreams that have been making her sleepgasm, they're not sexy. I'm like, oh.
No, and like one of them I was dry humping Michael Jackson, and that is just disgusting.
And not like 1980s Michael Jackson, because I asked this for clarification. I'm talking like right before he died, Michael Jackson, way too much plastic surgery, kind of a little bit scary.
Yeah, like old and wrinkly. He was like all wrinkly and gross and pasty in my dream. It was so gross. And then the last one I had, I was shopping for mint chocolate graham cracker cookies, and I don't even know if those exist, but I want them if they do.
That sounds delicious.
I was like, I need that. But yeah, so I'm just like grocery shopping, and all of a sudden, orgasm. So yeah, but I've been having a lot of vivid dreams, like tons of dreams. And I feel like that's something usually that doesn't happen until later in your pregnancy, as far as I've read, but whatever. I did have a dream that our baby is a girl. Mm-hmm. So...
And it was super cute because I know she posted this on our Facebook. Our 3-year-old niece was over at our house, and she came up to Heather's belly, and we were like, ask the baby if it's a boy or a girl. And she goes, she says it's a girl.
Yeah. She put her head on my tummy. She's like, it's a girl. It was like so adorable. Yeah. So that's pretty much it with the... Oh, crap. Oh, you should grab the picture really quick.
Where is it?
It's in the folder.
Oh, okay.
We are not prepared. We didn't have our picture ready. So, on Thursday, we had our first ultrasound. There's a picture. It's itty bitty.
That's the baby.
The little thing is the yolk sac. And then above that is the baby. I think you're holding it upside down. You are. Yeah.
Baby yolk sac.
Yeah. And then it's good. You can put it down. Everything was measuring right on time. So when I went in, I was 7 weeks and 4 days, and the baby measured at 7 weeks and 4 days exactly. So that made me really happy. We have to tell you about what happened. Okay, so first off, they brought me in to just start filling out some paperwork. So Jenny was out in the waiting room.
Playing Angry Birds Star Wars.
Yes. And as I'm sitting there, first of all, I had peed, like, right before going to the appointment, which was stupid because I knew they were going to need a pee sample. So I tried to go pee, and there was, like, literally 2 drops in it. I was like, I'm going to have to try again. But as I'm, like, sitting there about to go back out into the waiting room, holding the little cup of pee in a brown bag, thankfully they couldn't see what it was, one of our friends from Jenny's old derby team happens to walk in the door. Super awkward. I don't know why. It's just because, you're in a heartburn. Did you hear that?
I heard it. Nice little gurgle.
In an OBGYN's office, I don't know if she would assume we were in there for any other reason than regular gyno stuff. But it was like, whew. We just hugged. She went on her way. I went on my way. I didn't see her again. But, so I go out in the waiting room and I'm like, hey, Jenny, I'm going to go try to pee again because I drank a bunch of water.
And the reason I mentioned I was playing Angry Birds was because our friend walked right past me and I was so focused on trying to beat the level that I didn't even notice her.
Nope. Oops. So I go to the bathroom and I'm carrying the bag with the pee cup in it. And guess who I run into? Jenny's mom, who does not know that I am pregnant, and we don't want her to know. So, and because I was trying to get to the bathroom quickly and I didn't want to chatter a lot because they could have called my name to go back in at any minute. I was like, oh, hey, Jenny's in the waiting room over there. You should go say hi.
Stupid.
Duh, why did I do that?
Why
anyway.
Did you tell my mom I was there?
I don't know. It was just like a get out of my face and let me pee in a hurry. And so I go back and her mom is still sitting there talking to her.
Chatting to me about Bunko.
Yeah, and they had told me that when they called me in, that they were going to call me in by myself because usually the doctor likes to talk to the patient before the spouse comes in, if they're there. So, but then they call me, and Jenny and her mom are out and I go up, and then they're like, "Oh, Jenny, you can come in now too." And I was like, "Oh my God." And Jenny's like, "Oh, okay." And then her mom's all,
"Oh, is this just a regular appointment or is there something going on?" And I was like, "Nope, regular appointment."
yeah, because I had said, "Oh, just here for my yearly appointment, you know." Yeah, so she's not dumb. I think she probably figures something is going on, but
the whole thing is when we lost the baby, she actually seemed relieved about it and was very vocally relieved about it. So I don't want her to know because I don't want that kind of negativity. Like, if it was up to me, we wouldn't tell my mom until we had the baby in our arms. Yeah. Heather insists that we need to tell her when the first trimester's over.
She would be so upset. That's ridiculous.
She made her own bed.
I know. Anyway, so, yeah. So that happened. And then also while we were there, the doctor was, like, running around like crazy.
I don't know what was going on. I heard a woman screaming in the other room.
I was like, maybe she's getting a like Mirena put in and it hurts or taken out or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so everything went well with the doctor, but I feel like I don't think that I was acting like a worried pregnant lady. I mean, beside the fact that I was obviously nervous about the ultrasound.
The thing is, we're openly honest about the fact that we are worried, but I don't think that we're being overly dramatic or overly worried. And I really miss, like, this doctor's nice and everything, but I miss your old doctor. I really do. I feel like this doctor's got a little bit of a stick up her ass.
A little bit, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick with her through the entire pregnancy at this point because, well, she won't be delivering our baby anyway. Because she only does the OB stuff before. She doesn't deliver babies anymore. But, like, I don't know. She just seemed to act like I was, I don't know, being a worrywart or something. And she said, "Oh, well, do you want to have your next ultrasound in 6 weeks? Or do you want to have it in 4 weeks? I mean, if you're worried, we can do it in 4 weeks." And I was like, no, I'm gonna try not to worry so much. Now that I've seen the baby, I feel much better.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I kept seeing statuses, oh, ultrasound, nothing was there. Oh, and by the way, I don't think we mentioned it, but Jenny's sister had a miscarriage, and so I'm not going to cry.
The baby stopped growing at 4 weeks.
Yeah.
She miscarried at 13 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, she went through the entire first trimester and didn't even know that the baby had stopped growing at 4 weeks, and that's just really sad.
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't go in until after they were 13 weeks pregnant, so they hadn't had a doctor's appointment. They didn't know that there was anything wrong. Yeah. Like, if they had gone in at 6 weeks or 7 weeks and had an ultrasound, they would have known. But
yeah, so, of course I've been worried. I've had a miscarriage. Like, I think it's totally rational of me to have some fears. Mm-hmm. You know, so, yeah. And then also, as you've seen, like, on our Facebook page, we bought a fetal Doppler. It wasn't expensive. I got it on eBay for, like, $30-something. But I was like, this is going to be awesome. And so I was like, oh, besides, you know, I got a fetal Doppler.
She said that to her doctor.
I'll be able to listen to the baby's heartbeat if I need to, feel reassured. And right away, she was just like, and rolled her eyes.
It was pretty much the who farted look. Like,
yeah, and like, oh, you're just going to be worried, and if you can't find it, and you're going to be freaking out, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, you're not going to be able to find the heartbeat with that thing. And like, oh my gosh, rude.
She just seems very judgmental and very quick to judge.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't, like, Heather's old doctor was really awesome. Like, she knew our situation. She was so sweet to us. Like, everything that she could do, she did to help us. And this doctor, I just feel like, We're just a number putting another name on a chart.
Yeah.
Like, that's all we are.
Pretty much. It sucks. I
know
do.
they see a lot of people, but
yeah. I mean, it's Kaiser. Kaiser is... That's just how Kaiser is.
You know what, though? It's not, because my old gyno at Kaiser was phenomenal. And every time I went in there, she asked me how you were, because she knew that I was married to you, and like...
Yeah, and like, cause, like when we went in, oh my gosh, I'm blah, blah, blah. Like, she said, oh, it's been a little while since I saw you, and it's like, actually, you saw me in January, which wasn't that long ago. I don't know. And then I got an email the next day after our appointment and was like, oh, by the way, you should be taking 400 more mcgs of folic acid, which I'm already taking 800. So she wants me to be taking 1200. And then she's like, oh, and I've referred you to a nutritionist, which is standard procedure for your weight. And it's like, okay, I know I'm fat. I'm not going to lie. I know that I'm fat. But I know how to eat healthy, and I have been eating healthy.
She's been eating very healthy.
I have actually lost weight since I got pregnant, and I just feel like offended. And they keep calling me, and it's like, I'm not going to be able to go in to see you, and I don't care. Because, one, they're only open hours while I'm at work, and I'm not going to miss a day of work to go to the stupid nutritionist. I know how to eat healthy. I know I'm fat, but that's because I let myself go. Like, I know how to eat healthy. Excuse me. Gas and bloating. But, you know, I have lost a ton of weight, and then I just slowly gained it back over the last 4 years because of stupid reasons, whatever.
Well, and honestly, the majority was over the last year, and I feel like it was my fault that she gained the weight.
And because I had shingles, and just... depression, losing the baby, and just, you know, stuff like that.
We were both really good and healthy, and then I broke my knee and stopped being active, and then my dad died, so it was pretty much like we ordered a pizza twice a week, and it was my fault because I was out of control, and so it just fed into her being out of control, so.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I know how to eat healthy, and I am eating healthy. Can you open that back?
Oh, yeah.
So this is getting really long. I guess we had a lot to talk about, but, okay, I just had 2 more things I wanted to say. 3?
Yeah, there's another one I want to say.
Okay. So, I totally paid my sister to do all of our dishes on Sunday because the smell was making me gag really bad, and Jenny pretty much refuses to do dishes.
I don't care if you make me clean this entire house top to bottom, don't make me do a dish.
Yeah, but my sister cleaned all the dishes, so now all of the dishes are clean. I can keep them up now that they don't smell like vomit. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then the last thing I wanted to mention, which I guess should have maybe been in with symptoms, was I had to sing the national anthem at her
roller derby
bout on Saturday. And everything was fine. I got up to the microphone and I was like, I don't feel that nervous. But then I started singing and I did feel really nauseous and nausea. And then I couldn't take a deep breath. And then I started feeling nervous. So then it was nervous, nauseous, and I couldn't take a deep breath. And I was just like, oh my God.
To anyone else, she sounded totally fine. To me, knowing what she sounds like singing the national anthem, I was like, oh, she's nervous. Like, she's really nervous. Like, I could hear it in her voice. You could hear her breathing. And everyone else was like, she's so good. And I'm like, she was hella nervous. I could hear it.
Yeah, I just couldn't breathe. And I don't know if it's because I'm pregnant or what, but...
And she was wearing Spanx.
Yeah, but Spanx never bothers me when I'm singing.
But you're
ever.
Pregnant.
I think that must be the problem. Anyway, so...
Last thing.
Yeah, that's my stuff. So what do you want to say, Boo?
Reason that we couldn't do the vlog until today, and reason why I've got, like, my nice little hippie chic going on here. I broke my wrist, and as you can see, it's a bone where they have to keep my thumb immobile, because moving my thumb will make it worse. So I can't do my hair, which makes me... Like, I bought a bunch of headbands, because I don't know what else to do with myself. And yeah, I was just tired and exhausted and had gone to the doctor and just didn't want to do a vlog and was like, I don't wanna. So that was my fault. Sorry.
Yeah, that's why we've been late. We've been busy dealing with broken wrists and stuff. But Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry this vlog is so long. I guess we had a lot of stuff to talk about this week, but we'll be back hopefully next Sunday with week 9.
Yay!
Hopefully we won't be late.
And next Sunday's my birthday.
Yeah, Jenny will be 30. Yeah. So anyway, make sure you go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/meant-to-be-mommies, just like it's spelled here on the YouTube channel. All right, we will talk to you guys soon.
Bye.